Hi there, I'm your English coach Christina, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn American culture and business know-how to become confident in English. You know that Americans make a lot of small talk. It helps build trust and rapport among strangers, and it signals to others that you are friendly, perhaps someone to create a friendship or do business with. A lot of English learners think that small talk is superficial and boring. Sure, it can be, but it doesn't have to be if you make a bit of an effort. Is small talk worth that effort? Yes. Is it easy? It can be with a few conversation starters up your sleeve. You may have watched my episode on Chit Chat a few weeks back. In that episode, we discussed ways to improve the flow of your informal conversations with a few simple techniques and a shift in how you think about small talk. And in this episode, I'd like to share specific conversation starters that you can memorize so you can make small talk no matter where you are. Let's go. I'm guessing that you want to have better conversations in English, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this episode about small talk. Well, I have a new course available designed to help you master social situations and everyday conversations in your professional life. It teaches you how to chit-chat with confidence about the weather, current events, film, food, and much more. And you'll also discover the typical phrases that American English speakers frequently use when socializing, get techniques to make you a good conversationalist, as well as understand cultural differences on a deeper level. And if you want to start interesting conversations without feeling awkward and make real connections in business, there's a link in the show notes with more information. As for small talk, well, it can happen anywhere. However, usually we make small talk when we're waiting in line at the grocery store, at the dentist office, the bus stop, the coffee shop, the movie theater, the post office. Well, I think you get the idea. Social events, such as parties or networking events, are another opportunity for small talk. However, in these situations, small talk is also called mingling. However, it means the same thing. Short, informal, friendly chit-chat with people that you might not know very well or at all. There are several safe topics for making small talk, and these safe topics include the weather, current events, if it's not too controversial, sports, food, travel, or work. Now, in some cultures, talking about work with someone that you don't know very well might be considered rude. However, if you make small talk with Americans, you'll find that we like to talk about work a lot. A simple conversation starter about work is to ask, what do you do? And this means, what do you do for work? And the correct answer is your job title or your main activity. For example, I'm the CEO of Revolution Cosmetics. Or, I run my own software security business. Although work is usually a topic that most people can relate to, it can be a tricky subject. Someone may not enjoy their job or find talking about work tedious. So if you do ask about work, here are a few ideas to keep the conversation unexpected and encourage more interesting responses. For example, you could ask, did you have a good week at work? Or are you more looking forward to the weekend? Or, my younger brother wants to start his own company or some other profession or activity related to what the other person does. Do you have any advice that I could pass on? And these questions are more specific, and they create an opportunity for a more open-ended response rather than the usual "what do you do?" conversation starter, which is just fine. It's a great conversation starter, but if you want something different, you have something. The weather. Talking about the weather is a safe topic. It's a shared experience. Everyone can relate to the weather, and you can use this topic as a conversation starter in a variety of situations. In line at the grocery store, with the barista at the coffee shop, at a party, anywhere. Here are a few examples of weather conversation starters. Beautiful day, isn't it? Or, pretty rotten day out there. Or, how about this crazy weather? Or, can you believe all the snow that we've been having? Or, looks like it's gonna snow this weekend. Or, wow, we couldn't ask for a nicer day, could we? As you can see, you can pretty much say anything to comment on the weather, and it doesn't have to be deep or even particularly interesting. Talking about the weather is like a door. You're just opening the conversation to go into a more interesting direction. You make a comment on the weather, the other person responds, and then you can pick up on something to continue the conversation in a more interesting, personal direction.
I hope the weather is nice this weekend.
Yeah, me too. If it's nice, I think I might go jogging or something like that.
Yeah, I hope it is, because last weekend I could not go because it was raining so much.
Yeah, I know. So I'm really looking forward. Do you jog?
I do, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Wow. Do you want to, maybe we could go jogging together one day?
I'd love that.
Okay.
Not this weekend, because I'm going to do the race in Annecy.
Oh, wait. The half marathon?
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Oh,
Really?
wow. Maybe we'll see each other there.
Definitely we could go by car together.
Good idea. Let's say you've been waiting in line at the grocery store. You're bored, and you'd like to pass the time, but not on Facebook on your phone. Maybe you suspect that other people waiting in line are bored too. And little do they suspect they're about to become someone that you can practice English with. You could start a conversation with, "Wow, I didn't think it would be so busy today." Or, "Looks like we might be waiting for a while, Or, "Looks like Monday mornings are rush hour here." Or, "I'll have to remember not to shop here on Monday mornings." Are you noticing a pattern here? Small talk at the grocery store often centers on complaining about waiting in line. And that's fine. It builds camaraderie. You know, misery loves company, as we say in English. So use your shared situation to open the door to a little small talk. You have nothing to lose because you'll probably never see that person again. Let's say you're at the coffee shop and you want to make friendly small talk with your barista. You could start with, "How's your day been so far?" And this is especially nice when they ask, "How are you today?" Because not many people probably ask them how they are feeling today in a genuine way. So if you ask, "I'm fine," and "How's your day been so far?" with a little emphasis on your day, you're almost sure to get a smile. Or you could comment on something that's changed in the store or a new item on the menu. For example, "Ooh, I see that you have a new pastry here. Have you tried it?" Since this is a service transaction, the conversation probably won't go much further than that. But it's an excellent opportunity to practice short, mini conversations in English to build your confidence. Some people thrive in party mode and others feel less confident. Here are a few conversation starters for the next time that you're mingling at a party or networking event. You can ask how someone else knows the host of the party. So, how do you know Robert? Or if you're at a networking event, ask how they learned about the event. So, how did you hear about this event? Or you could compliment them on something. Now, for this, don't be too personal or it's a little creepy. Just pick something neutral, like, I really love your earrings. Where did you get them? Or, I like your shoes. They're really original. Or, that scarf goes really well with your complexion. Blue must be your color. If you know the person already and you know that they recently did something remarkable or interesting, feel free to compliment them on that. Everyone loves an ego boost. For example, I read your article yesterday in The Atlantic. How does it feel to be a published author? We might call it small talk, but it's really anything but small. Friendships, business partnerships, mentorships, marriages, just about anything can be founded on small talk. So I hope these conversation starters have given you ideas to go out there and strike up a conversation. You have nothing to lose and a world of relationships and improved English speaking skills to gain. Now, what about you? Do you have any tried and true conversation starter ideas? And if so, share them in the comments below. And if you've been a student of American English for years now, and you still feel awkward making small talk, check out my new course designed to help you master social situations and everyday conversations in professional life. The link with more information is below in the show notes. Thank you so much for learning with Speak English with Christina, and I'll see you next time.